donné quand même plein de bourre.
Ah putain. Ah putain. Ah putain.
This video is not your regular first marathon story. I'm not here to talk about the first time I did a marathon. No. I'm here to talk about friendship and adventure. Because today, I'm going to present you the first time my friend Ulysse did his first marathon with me. He will be the hero of this video, and I had the honor to help him and mentor him into this journey. So for the first time, let me introduce you to the day we both did a marathon. Everything began the 6th of October when we met in Lyon for a half marathon I was doing there. We met and we were discussing about life when he told me, Calixte, I'd love to do my first marathon one day, this is such a life goal. And when we're together, this kind of sentence becomes, you know what? Let's do it together next year at the Paris Marathon. I already had my bib, and 20 hours later, Ulysse also had its own. In this video, we're breaking down 3 key moments: how we set our marathon goal, how we trained for it, and how it all played out on race day. As I'm the YouTuber, I interviewed Ulysse many times and recorded the marathon day. I also recorded some footages of my training to share with you also how I felt. So now, we're back to when the prep began.
Et alors, stressé de commencer la prépa demain ou ça va?
Ah, je te cache pas que c'est pas de la commencer qui est un peu stressant, c'est plus de voir que c'est s'engager sur 4 mois, enfin sur 3 mois,
Exactement.
en l'occurrence plutôt 3 mois et demi, même 3 mois, mais c'est plus de s'engager sur le truc en se disant ok, là je suis parti pendant 12 semaines à fond. On se tient au courant de chaque séance, comment tu t'es senti, qu'est-ce que t'as fait.
Ouais.
Allez, ça me fait plaisir de te voir un petit peu. Je te fais des bisous. Et keep it running.
Keep it running.
They don't know us, son. They don't know us.
After lining together, we needed to find a way to set our marathon goal and find a way to properly train together, even though really from afar and that we're not professional runners. Hence we decided to follow a program on an app called Keep Run Pacer. So I have it here. We could set the marathon goal we wanted and we had a good structure. We heard great reviews from it and it would ensure us that we would train consistently and to our best level. It consisted of 12 weeks, split in 4 phases. If you want all of the details of the prep, I shared all of them in my Strava account and my Instagram account. Now, let's get back to Ulysse. We started with the evaluation phase, in order to know what time we could aim for the marathon. Ulysse had a secret goal to finish the marathon under 4 hours. With this started the maximal aerobic speed test. The test was a half Cooper test, where we had to run the longest distance possible in 6 minutes to get our maximal aerobic speed. It's a quick and an easy way to first estimate what marathon time you can do, since you can assume as an amateur that you can sustain around 75% of your maximal aerobic speed. After this first test, Ulysse got 14.3 kilometers per hour and I got 14.9 kilometers per hour. From this, we could estimate that we could easily reach the sub 4 hour mark of the marathon, which is the goal we trained for then with this prep. After this evaluation phase, we moved on with the speed phase and the build phase, and here I have to say that I've been impressed by my friend Ulysse. He had an unlimited amount of motivation and dedication to it, even though he never was a runner and never did prep before. We kept in touch after each and every session by sending how we felt and also the logs of the sessions when we had it, to be able to compare and fine-tune and get better together. What's great when you do your third marathon prep and that you've not been really running before is that each and every week you're breaking your own records, your own limits. You're doing longer distances, faster runs, better splits, and it's really a great feeling. And each and every week we were breaking all these records. After some weeks, we could finally meet and train together. It was great to feel the fact of running as a duo, to share our feelings about the marathon, and to train together. The experience was amazing and we really felt strong and confident about our goal. What's hard with preparing for a marathon is not really the marathon race, but it's really sustaining the whole prep at a high level. And the build phase, the third phase, gets really intense. The mileage keeps increasing over and over, and you will do your first half marathon if you've never done one. And at some point, for 3 to 4 weeks in a row, you will do 3 to 4 half marathons. And sometimes it can turn you a bit lazy.
It's crazy because I was really lazy to do it today. You know, I had a weekend with some friends and 24 kilometers, when you do like a half marathon every week for many weeks, it feels hard.
Today is the 16th of March, and this is the first week where I felt that the prep was a bit hard. Something I didn't felt last year. A bit of exhaustion, a bit of overwhelming, and the marathon prep now, week 8, is probably the second hardest week. So these 24 kilometers, it's the first time where a run felt a bit maybe frightening. I felt like, damn, 24, I did the Paris half marathon last week. I was really tired from a weekend with some friends, but I didn't want to use it as an excuse. I had to do it. But damn, it's been a while since a run was frightening. I was in my comfort zone for this whole prep because I've already done it. But it seems like that everything was going a bit too smoothly until this day happened.
Et maintenant, on calme le petit vocal. Le petit vocal que je ne voulais pas te faire. Parce que je ne voulais pas t'inquiéter. Mais suite à ma sortie longue de samedi, le lendemain, grosse douleur au genou droit. Et pourquoi je t'en parle? Parce que du coup, ça me casse lourdement les couilles. Parce que putain, en finissant la montée en charge, la dernière sortie qui me met dans le mal et où je me blesse comme un débile, quoi. Ah putain. Et je peux te dire que peu importe l'état de mon genou le jour même, crois-moi que j'y vais, hein. J'en ai rien à foutre. Allez, je te fais des gros bisous en attendant et bonne semaine, petit Tchad.
Ça pue.
We got a bit stressed for this last 2 weeks. So we reduced his workload, his training load. We suggested to maybe do some exercise to strengthen his knee, to rest a bit, maybe change and sleep a bit more, things like this. It was a bit stressful, especially for him, a bit for me, but recently, so we had a catch up again, and his knee is feeling better, so we're feeling a bit reassured about that. On my side, I got sick last weekend for a lot of days. Not so much symptoms, just a really deteriorated sleep. I could see it in my whoop, and my recovery was terrible. When I run, I'm usually 10 to 20 BPM higher than usual, so got a bit stressed, a bit less confident, not coming at a perfect time, but it is what it is, you know. Acknowledging it feels really good. Just to mention it here, it's gonna work out, it's fine. But yeah, that's the first time we've released that we didn't feel confident, but it's probably part of the prep, you know. When you train for something a bit big, there's always this part of not really sure. We were really down, a lot of confusion. But then, after discussing together, we decided to change a bit the prep for Ulysse. He replaced some of his runs by some bike session, and he added some strength running with some bands to train at home his knee, and then he would focus a bit more on recovery. He stopped doing sports on the side, so he only ran for the last remaining weeks. This combo of recovering more, training your knee a bit more, and adapting the prep resulted in Ulysse being safe and strong at the marathon day. 2 days before the race, I grabbed our bibs and I could already feel the marathon feeling getting here, people getting excited in the streets, and we could start to feel the tension of the race coming on. And the day before, Ulysse finally joined my place. We did our last training run together, just 20 minutes to keep the legs moving and to be prepared for the day after. Some friends came to my house to support us and to also support us during the marathon day.
J'ai des doutes là, je suis rempli de doutes.
Mais non mec, t'inquiète.
Demain, en vrai, je te dis à partir du 10e, ça va être cool.
Doute et merde de philosophie.
Oh wow.
Damn.
C'est ici la zone supporter. C'est ici.
Ça va mec? Ça va et toi? Ouais.
Et le physique?
Comment il va le
Tout est prêt.
Tout est prêt, le Miel.
Une semaine et demie. J'ai pu finaliser mon inscription la semaine dernière.
Tu es jusqu'au bout quand même? Prête là. Regardez comme elles sont sèches les jambes.
And it was a great opportunity to discuss strategy together.
J-1.
Et moi non.
Tudu est arrivé il y a un peu plus de 8 heures aujourd'hui. On a déjà beaucoup discuté.
Ah oui, stratégie, approche de la course, appréhension,
Qu'est-ce qu'on peut en dire?
on n'est peut-être pas dans le meilleur état de forme, pas la meilleure impression de puissance, pas une sérénité complète non plus, malgré la confiance en nos capacités et en notre binôme, qui, je pense, nous emmènera de toute façon au bout. De mon côté, en tout cas, pas une sensation d'être pleinement reposé. Pourtant, à l'issue de l'affûtage, de la période d'affûtage, on est censé être quand même au top de notre forme. De mon côté, j'ai pas l'impression d'être au max, mais on va tout faire pour tout donner quand même. Et plein de bourre.
Mais ouais, pas d'excuses, on a réfléchi à la stratégie, on a regardé donc les infos de l'an dernier, ce que j'ai fait, parce que j'ai pris un gros mur au 32e, et le marathon de Paris, un marathon un peu technique avec pas mal de montées, 300 mètres de D+, autour. Donc la strat aujourd'hui, viser une allure de 3h40 jusqu'aux 32 premiers kilomètres, 5:13, 5 minutes 13, et après on va baisser à 5:41 pour ne pas se prendre le mur, ou du moins l'encaisser facilement, donc de 32 à 42, puisqu'il y a l'énorme montée du bois de Boulogne. Donc tous les experts peut-être rigolent en voyant notre plan. Et en faisant ça, en fait, ça ferait qu'on ferait exactement 3:40. Pardon, 3:45.
I know what you're wondering. Why do they have a strategy to run the marathon in 3 hours and 45 minutes, whilst they keep saying us that they train for a 4-hour marathon? Well, we haven't said everything to you. Since the 24th of February, hence the 36th day of the prep, we secretly decided to train for faster marathons because Ulysse is competitive and really wants us to do better than my previous time, 3 hours and 47 minutes. Let's see if it's gonna pay off during the marathon day. And as we say, what can do more, can do less.
La stratégie est celle qu'elle est, celle qui a été discutée pour essayer de nous emmener ensemble, parce que le but c'est d'arriver vraiment ensemble au bout. Donc maintenant, il n'y a plus qu'à, en espérant que nos deux corps tiennent le choc. Les mentales tiendront, Se régaler, se faire plaisir, c'est le vaisseau mot.
Merci Tudu.
Demain, on pourra dire on l'a fait.
Demain pour aller, on l'a fait.
Merci à Calixtex.
C'est le matin,
Ouais, je crois que ça se voit.
7h28, on est levé depuis une demi-heure. Petite nuit.
Petite nuit, très petite nuit. Très mal dormi. Mais écoute,
Allez.
sans doute un petit peu récupérateur.
La nervosité du début.
Mais c'est dur.
C'était plus gros, tu ronflais à cause du bourge.
Il est avec la flotte dans le dos.
The tension starts to build on our way to the subway.
Toi, tu veux le mettre où?
Je sais pas. Pour l'instant, il est dans...
A lot of people are wearing their bib, proudly, but also nervous. Here we are, back to the surface.
C'est énorme.
There's a really great energy, and we actually met an amazing guy doing his first marathon, whom we wished all the best, and we greatly hope that he did a really amazing performance. Time to get ready, to find our door to enter, saying goodbye to our friends. But first, a must-have before any race. Now we're ready, waiting to start.
Allez, 5e kilomètre, on est chaud.
Ulysse's family made the surprise to come and cheer us along the race, and his brother also ran 3 kilometers with us. After this successful first stretch, we're now entering in the Bois de Vincennes, and we are really close to wrap up our first half marathon.
15e kilomètre, on est un peu en retard,
Un poil.
sur l'allure qu'on vise, mais ça va.
Sur l'allure globale, non.
Allure globale, non. 5,16 de moyenne, on vise des 5,13. Là, on a une allure de 5,10
5,13 jusqu'au 32e
jusqu'au
kilomètre.
32e. Allez, c'est parti. Semi-officiel. On vient officiellement de passer le semi. 1h51. 1h51 temps honorable pour le semi. Ça fait 3,42 si on garde le rythme. Allez, on est parti.
After Vincent and the half marathon, we are slowly entering the docks next to the Seine. A lot of places with a ton of people and many places where you're just on your own under a tunnel. It's a really tricky phase where you have a lot of hills, a lot of up and downs. But on the 26th kilometer, the first issue arose.
Il est beau, il est grand. Le volet gauche est en train de craquer.
Ressenti 26e. Il est compliqué ce marathon. On a des douleurs. On est en retard sur notre allure. 5,15 de moyenne, on devrait être à 5,13. Il y a beaucoup de monde. Je pensais que 3,45 il y aurait moins de monde que 4 heures. C'est faux. Et le Tudu, il pousse. Les ravitaux sont techniques. Il y a vraiment beaucoup de monde. Et on ralentit beaucoup. Allez.
We're continuously slowing down, but Ulysse is pushing through. However, each step is really painful for him. And after his left calf, it's now time for his right quad to start to be painful. We had a great nutrition plan to eat every 5th kilometer and to drink continuously. But unfortunately, his body keeps cramping and cramping.
29e, l'inconnu pour Tudu. Deuxième inconnu pour moi. Ça fait longtemps.
We're now entering in the most difficult phase of the marathon, which is arriving in the Bois de Boulogne, which is the steepest hill of the marathon and where almost everyone are just slowing down and walking. We said goodbye to the 3 hours and 45-minute mark, but it's pushing greatly towards the 4-hour one.
34e. Allez. C'est normal. C'est normal et on commence la montée là. Pour les intimes, c'est le moment où je voulais vomir l'an dernier. Dans cette montée là. Allez. Allez, il est beau, il est grand. Là on est en crampe là, mais ça passe quand même.
Bientôt 35e. Là c'est dur. Moi je suis sur mon genou mais moi ça va, franchement ça va. Pour l'instant avec cette allure là, on devrait taper du 3,56. Ça fait plus de 28e que c'est dur. Mais Tudu s'accroche là, il est en crampe. Je vous laisse regarder. C'est le Tudu qui va regarder, c'est pas moi. Allez Tudu. Au bout. Perso ça va beaucoup mieux que l'an dernier. Puisqu'on a ralenti, j'ai pas mal au ventre. Et j'ai mieux géré ma digestion.
We're getting concerned now as his left hamstring is now cramping too. Each step Ulysse has to push through and is sometimes a bit screaming out of pain. I'm thinking of all the time we spent talking together with Ulysse, all the time sharing about the trainings we've done, all the times we doubted a bit ourselves, thinking about overcoming it. I'm sure he will finish, but will he really finish? But I'm so proud of him, and with all these emotions, it makes me tearing up. We now exited the Bois de Boulogne, and if we keep the current pace, we're gonna do 4 hours and 3 minutes. So it's now or never to hit the 4-hour mark. Ulysse promised to himself 2 things. He's not gonna walk on the marathon, and he's gonna finish under 4 hours. We feel that it's the end of the race. Slowly accelerate. We're pushing until our last limits. After all this time, after these 3 months of prep, this is our time to push. The marathon is bringing so much emotions. Now we know that there's only 500 meters left, only 1 turn left, and I'll let you enjoy and see if we cross the finish line. Thanks a lot for your time. What a blast. We really hope you have enjoyed the video. And if you want to see our reactions after the race, please click on this podcast that we did together. It's going to come in a few days if you just watch the video. Thanks a lot and see you there.